Okay. So we're going to calculate x displacement of this thing. The only equation we have for x displacement is this one. So for a projectile, this is our only x equation. So we don't have Vx, we don't have t. I think Vx would be easiest to find. So much like the last problem, how do we find Vx? SOHCAHTOA. So this football is moving up and to the right. This will represent how fast it's moving in the x direction. I'm going to complete the triangle, even though we might not use Vy initial. So this is Vx, and this is Vy initial. Okay. I'll pull up those equations from before. Vx, is that adjacent or opposite here? Adjacent. So we'll use our adjacent equation. Adjacent, to find an adjacent side on a triangle, you take hypotenuse, cosine, theta. So 13 is our hypotenuse, theta is 25. So we can get Vx real fast with that shortcut equation. 13 cosine 25. Anyone get 1.8? Thank you. 1.8 meters per second. Since it's moving to the right, it's plus. On these problems, it's a good habit to second guess yourself. Once you're done with a problem, figure out if it's positive or negative. So we have Vx. We're not ready to solve yet because we don't have time. So the trick for all of these is we're going to use the y equations. So we're going to use the y equations. We need all the y information we can get. Let's pull from the previous problem. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's get Vy initial while we're just talking about this. So to get Vy initial, it'll be 13, what's next? Sine. Okay, I think you guys get it. 13 sine 25. How about 5.49? All right, thank you. Positive or negative? Positive. Because it's moving up. At the beginning, it's moving up. So there's one y value that we can use to find time. We also have ay, negative 9.8. We need one more y value, but we actually have two. What are they? What do we know? Yeah. Displacement is 0. Y displacement is 0 because, so again, delta y, you can call it like change of height. So we start on the ground, we end on the ground, the change in height is 0. What about Vy final? Yeah, negative 5.49. I didn't leave enough space to draw a triangle here, but it's the same triangle as this one. I'm going to try to sketch it in. If you think it's going to mess up your paper, don't do this. See, it's already messing up mine a little bit. Vy final, V final. So there's our triangle. It's a congruent or a similar triangle. I don't know what you call it. Because it's flipped. I don't know if we can call it congruent. So we're ready to go. We're trying to find time. My fave is this guy. But we have 4 numbers to choose from. We have these 3, and we have this one over here. So when you have 4 numbers, there's more than one equation you can use. But anyway, negative 5.49 equals 5.49 plus negative 9.8t. First thing to do would be to subtract 5.49. So we'll have whatever double that is. Looks like if you do 3 sig figs, you'll have 11.0. You could also do 10.99 if you want to do 4 sig figs. I like to do 3. Oh, just contradict myself. So negative 11.0 equals negative 9.8t, and we'll divide by 9.8. So divide both these numbers by 9.8. Of course, the 9.8 here cancels. We'll get 1.12. I have a bad habit of stopping right here. I usually circle my answer and I forget to go on, but what do we got to do really? Find x displacement, plug it in. So we bring that time up here, we plug it in for x displacement. I'm going to go back here in case you're still writing that down. We'll solve over here on the left. So delta x equals vxt. Delta x equals, what was vx? Yeah, 11.8. It was up here, 11.8. We found that with cosine. Times 1.12. $13.2 meters. Positive or negative? Positive. Remember, displacement is a straight line that points from start to end. So x displacement basically points right or left. So if we start here, we end here, so displacement points this way. And we got it. We're done.